Hello guys, welcome back. Today I've decided to get a bit more real and emotional with you guys. This is hard for me, but I feel it's best that, and also I want to get it off my chest because I feel like I'm keeping this in. And I feel like it's like I'm screaming, but nobody can hear me. But anyway, how I feel, how I've been feeling for a very long time, it's mostly because of one person, because they never believed in me, and they didn't treat me like you kind of think that they would. So, a parent, how they treat their kids, they'd love them, they'd always be there for them, they say that they'd always be there for them, no matter what. Which, for me, well, of course I have two parents, I have a mum and a dad, and my dad is there for me. He always has been, even though he's had to go away for work, he's always been there for me. And my sibling. And even though my mother was always there, she wasn't actually there. She wasn't there for me. She was there for my brother. There to support him. But she wasn't there for me. She never has been, and whenever I even get the slightest bit of actual happiness, even if it's that I find it in somebody new, some of my exes, I actually felt kind of happy, but she just drove them out of my life because of how horrid she is, and that hurts, because all I ever wanted was a mother who cared for me and who'd support me in my decisions, because I've had some really hard decisions in my life, and two things, or even a few of them, have been really, really hard. I've lost my best friend, even though, yes, he was a cat, but I lost him, and she wasn't there for me. She didn't care. She'd only care about herself. And also, mum and dad split up, got divorced. That was hard, but not as hard as losing my best friend. But all she cares about is herself, which hurts. And she's always had this business that she started since I was born, and that's always been first. That's always come first. And then my sibling, and then me. I've always come last, and that hurts. It hurts. It honestly hurts to know that even though I have a mother, she's not there for me. She's never dropped anything for me to come and help me. I've asked for a little bit of money just to help me out, because I have animals and I needed to get them food. I have to feed them, because if I don't feed them, they're gonna starve. And I care about my animals. But I asked her to borrow some money, which means that I will pay her back, or even that I would have paid her back. But she just said, no, go pester your father for it. Which, if my sibling asked her for some money, she'd happily give it to him. It just hurts knowing that she's not really there. She's there, but she's not really there. And over this weekend, because my partner's been through a lot, my mother just assumes that she knows everything about him, that she knows him. She assumes she knows me, but she doesn't. She doesn't know anything about my partner, she doesn't know anything about me. Apart from that, I love to drink milk. That's the only thing she knows. Well, and of course my age, but this weekend she's just decided to just cut me out of her life. She doesn't want to know me anymore, just because of who I'm with, just because I'm actually happy with them. And she's trying to also get the family to go against me. But since I could walk and talk and realise stuff and know the truth and be honest, I've been honest with all of them. Nobody's believed me. Everybody's just pushed me away. And that hurts. Well, and especially with my mother, I tell her the truth. I swear that woman is built on lies. Because I've told her the truth about quite a lot of things and she doesn't believe me. She's like, no. And she's always arguing with me. She's like, no, you're lying. You lying stupid little girl. She's always called me stupid and that hurts. She doesn't believe in me. She doesn't believe that I can do anything. My entire school life has been, I don't even know what word to describe it, because it's just been like the worst. Every day I'd go into school upset because of her screaming at me every morning, saying the same thing over and over again. I work so hard to keep a roof over your head. And it's like, I know that. You tell me that every single day. I don't need to keep hearing it. And then I get into trouble because somebody would say something that would trigger me. That would trigger me to get even more angry, and I'd just let it out on them, even though it's not really their fault. But I'd let it out on them, and then I'd get into trouble, and then my mother would scream at me when I get home. But she doesn't realise how she's making me feel. Like, the things that I have done because of her. I've had suicidal thoughts because of her, because of how she's made me feel. She's made me feel that I want to end my life. But now I have two things that stop me from doing that, which is a really stupid thing. To even think about ending my life is a stupid thing to do. But the only two things that are stopping me from doing that is my animals and my partner. Because I love my animals, I want to be there for them, and honestly, I don't trust my family with them. My dad, I'm not exactly sure. I mean, yeah, I trust him, but I'm not sure about with this lot. But, yeah, and I've also been forgetting things. I have forgotten conversations, chores I've forgotten, what chores I need to do. But I'm trying to remember, and I think I'm putting too much pressure on myself to try and remember them, that I'm forgetting them more. I'm honestly not sure. Yeah, what I've also done, because of my mother, is self-harm. I've cut myself because of how she's made me feel, and it's just, I want to put that emotional pain into physical pain. And it's just felt better to do it. And since being with my partner, he's tried to get me to stop, which is really hard. It's easier said than done. Because I stopped for a few months and then I've done it. I can only stop for like a few months. And it's just so hard. Like, it is really hard. Like, last night, well, every single night since the day my mother told me that she doesn't want to know me anymore. She doesn't want me in her life. I have been lying in bed just wanting to do it again, just wanting to cut but I haven't. Until last night, which, when I do it, normally every time when I do it, I regret it, but this time I didn't. I don't regret it. I don't regret doing it. But it's just hard that my mother doesn't understand. She's not understanding how she's making me feel. And I want her to realise that. Because it's her fault that I am like this, that I'm emotionally unstable, and that I need so much help. It's her fault. And I just want, at least want her mum to tell her, so she realises, because she won't listen to anybody else but her mum. And her partner won't listen to me. And it's hard. And I have this one cousin who's just against me, and she's just always, when she wants to talk, it's always to lecture me about something. And she doesn't realise how she makes me feel. She doesn't realise that I'm a woman now. I'm an adult. Just leave me to it. Stop screaming at your stupid opinions at me because you don't know anything. You may be an adult, but you don't know anything. I mean, this family is stubborn and it's hard. It's hard work. But after maybe a few more days or a week or so, I will feel better about her not trying to control me all the time, because that's what she's always done. She's always tried to control me. She always wants me to do what she wants. And that is just... right. A true mother would be there. A true mother would give her kids options. And wouldn't pick... okay, unless it was some sort of work emergency, then they can't exactly just drop that for their kid. But my mother, boss of her job, boss of her business, and she doesn't drop anything to come and help me. Her sister has dropped what she's done to come, even when I've been sick at school, her sister's come to pick me up. My dad has, even though he's been 2 hours away. My mother's only been half an hour away. And even my brother has dropped work to come and pick me up from college. And it literally just proves that she doesn't give a damn. She doesn't care. My partner's even tried to get her to understand. But she won't listen. She won't listen to anyone. She won't... I mean, I don't really want to be dragging everybody else into it. Even though it was between me and her. And she pushed me and my brother away. She really did. She just doesn't realise what damage she's done. I mean, you can try and tell her and tell her and tell her, but she won't listen. And she blames it on everybody else when it's really her fault. The cause of my pain is her. The cause of all of, well, the way I am is because of her. She's even tried to drag me into trying to eventually run her business, but I'm not going to do that because I'm not into property stuff. I love my animals. My animals are my life. I mean, to me, they're my babies. And I love them. And yeah, I have mice and 2 birds. Birds are downstairs. I just wish that woman would understand how she makes me feel. It just hurts. It really does hurt. I don't know what else to do. I really don't. But anyway, that is what I wanted to get off my chest. And thank you for listening. But here's my advice. If you ever feel like that, just, if you ever feel like you want to do something so stupid like cut, or even worse, try to commit suicide, don't do it. Find the good thing that you love and that you care about so much, and just hold on to that. Make that your stopper, like, to stop you from doing that kind of stuff. Like my animals. Like if you have a cat or a dog or whatever pet you have and you care about them and you love them so much, make them your stopper. And if you have those thoughts, go to your animal, cuddle them, kiss them, or even just hold them. And just think to yourself, why am I thinking of that? I have them to be there for me. Animals. Or whatever it is. Even if it's an object or a friend, a buddy, whatever it is. Just make it your stopper from doing something stupid. Or even if it's a partner. But if you struggle to talk to your partner, here's my advice. Don't try and hide it. Don't try and bottle it up. Just maybe get them to sit down or whatever and just say it. Because once you've said it, once you get it off your chest, it feels better. Trust me. It will get better. It's gonna take time, but it will get better. And just stay strong. Stay strong and brave. And just, I don't know. But yeah, just stay strong and brave. Thank you for listening. And I'll see you guys next time whenever I upload. Might see when it is. But yeah. See you guys next time. Bye.